Live.
Video.
Title sequence.
Title sequence.
Right. Let's be the first
Land
time.
of nerds.
Land of nerds.
Land of nerds. We are the land of nerds.
You know there's
Title
actual
sequence
music on.
without words.
Yeah,
Land
and
of
I need to
nerds in the
reattach the
morning.
music. There's no music,
The
so we're doing the
music
music
that we had
literally.
originally sucked, so we're making it up as we go along.
Puppy
We're so-
power.
Kind of like that Hogwarts song.
Do we include geeks
Geeks and nerds and music and ninjas and dogs.
and dweebs?
I'm sharing. Now, last time you shared this episode on you shared it on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
You shared it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We had almost no live viewers last time.
I know, and I'm gonna fix that right now. I love that you shared it on Twitter. Can you share it on Twitter again?
I don't have my phone on me, dude.
Oh no!
And charging by your face.
You can borrow my phone. You can borrow my phone.
By my face.
Okay.
Welcome to the Land of the Nerds.
Hello,
Roll call.
Elvin Wolf.
Anaxandros.
Mooks and I!
The man with the dog.
Yeah, we have a special guest this week, the man with the dog. Known so because he brought his lovely dog here that has been harassing my dogs all night. Well, not harassing them. More like playing with his toys and they don't like it. Or playing with their toys and they don't like it.
Okay, so what are we going to talk
Hey,
about?
Captain Blackheart in the background talking.
I need... Where's your browser, dude?
Yoda.
Yoda is your browser? Okay, cool. Because he searches with the Force, right?
Hi. Did you need some snuggle? You came all the way over
Because
here.
I'm not going to download Twitter.
You might be the guy with the dog, but I'm the guy that stole the dog.
That's all right.
Stealing the love of pets since
He knows.
5 minutes ago.
He knows.
By the way, he's mine now. He's mine now. I've licked it.
That's apparently the rules of the game.
That's the rule of how it works. If you want to steal someone's pet, you lick it. Then it's yours.
So when are you gonna come lick my cat?
Have you ever seen how fluffy your cat is?
Yes.
I've caught up hairballs for years.
Yes. You're more than welcome.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about this week?
We're gonna talk about Ink Masters. We're gonna talk about Halloween goodness since it's October, and we are going to have a moment of speaking autism. We're going to talk about some films coming out and some other nerdiness.
All right, let's
Go Power Rangers! Wait.
Go, Power! I hated Power
Thank you. Thanks for kicking in there. I appreciate the music.
I really hated the Power Rangers when they were first out, but
Go,
then again,
go.
they kind of came out when I was too old for them.
Yeah,
Mighty
Just a-
Morphin Power Rangers.
I was the perfect age demographic for the original Power Rangers.
Uh-huh.
I could not decide whether I liked the White Ranger or the Blue Ranger better.
Blue Ranger was pretty cool.
Go Green Ranger, totally.
Jason David Frank.
Well, it's gotta be cool when you got Godzilla as your Zord
That is kind of cheating.
Yeah.
in there.
So yeah.
To be honest, when I first saw the Power Rangers, I thought they were trying to mix Voltron and Godzilla. Was what I thought they were trying to do.
No, I was just.
I could be wrong,
I was just thinking that in my. I was just kind of thinking that.
and it wasn't
inside my head.
terrible, and it worked. It's worked for, God, how many seasons are they on now?
20. I think they just did the 25th season.
25th? Yeah, 25.
If that says anything.
I'm not that old. I am that old.
Okay. So,
You think you're old? I just admitted to being too old for Power Rangers.
I was like in 7th grade when they came out, and I watched it religiously. It was kind of like watching. I felt it was great because I felt like I was watching WWE with Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
A very bad episode of Saved by the Bell.
I think I probably would have liked it more if I had known that the Green Ranger, Jason David Frank, was from Houston, where I used to live. Because if I had made that connection, I probably would have been able to relate a whole lot better. And I didn't, because I didn't know it until years later, and I went, I didn't know he was from Houston. That would have been cool.
Yeah,
Well-
but because he was from Houston, every single freaking con we went to in Houston, every single con, the Green Ranger and all the Rangers he could get to show up was there.
Yep.
You kind of get tired of the Rangers after a while.
You can never get tired of the Rangers.
You can never have enough of Jason David Frank. I'm sorry.
have a man crush there? Guy
Yeah.
with dog?
Guy with dog.
Yeah. Any guy that can have Godzilla as his Zord.
I know who Morgan's man crush is. Sorry, Alexander's
Oh, I know
man
who my
crush
man
is,
crush
and it's
is.
not a Power Ranger.
My man crush isn't Power Ranger.
Are
My
you
man
embarrassed?
crush. No, it's okay. My man crush is Dean from Supernatural.
Mine too! Totally kidding.
Who's
It's my celebrity
is
crush.
it? Who's is it?
But my moon and stars will always be Jason Momoa.
I know.
So, Ink
You,
Master.
you
Okay, let's talk
live
about
him.
Ink Master.
You claimed him.
Inkmaster! Love Inkmaster!
So we have gotten up through, I think it's episode 4 or 5, when Servion
Did the watercolors.
is the watercolor.
Oh, I love the watercolor episode.
I cannot get on
It
the
was
Twitter.
pretty.
That clock, in my opinion, the clock with the splotches
Sorry.
around it. I
Lyle,
thought that was watercolor straight off the bat. Just nailed it. And
Well-
they did not like it.
I cannot get onto Twitter because I do not remember the passcode.
Oh, go
I have it in-
Twitter.
I have it in my LastPass on my PC. I'm not handling it right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will spend the rest of this trying to remember.
Episode trying to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
When I saw Ink Masters this last episode,
Yes.
where, is it Servian, the guy that got killed?
Siobhan.
Javon, okay. Oh, loved his outfits. Wish he would have stayed on there longer just to see more of his
Just
outfits.
the outfits. Huh?
But what kind of came across there this time is, I'd say about half that house is afraid of that girls' alliance in there.
Oh, absolutely.
And
It's the first time the girls have really teamed up together on the show.
Well, and
Oh, the girl powerhouse.
the thing is, my big thing with the girls is because it's girls versus guys, and the girls are ganging together, they're not undercutting each other. And
A lot of times in
Guys?
the show, the girls undercut each other
Yeah.
horrifically. This time
And-
they're not.
guys tend to not understand girl logic and don't understand like how girls play the game. The guys play the game their way, and what they don't realize is if they go for a frontal assault like they did in the last one, or that what's his name, the floppy haired guy.
Are you talking about the dude who gave the two full
Yes.
ribcage tattoos a couple episodes ago? To
Oh,
the girl?
Gianni.
Yeah, if you actively go after them, they're gonna circle and you're done. Because they know how to play the subtlety game.
No, the one who knows how to play that subtlety game is Ryan Ashley.
Yes.
I don't
She's
think so.
driving that entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that's being the subtle off the bunch, I can't think of her name, the one with the black hair, blue streak in there. Week in, week out, she pretty much does the best tattoos that I've seen week in, week out.
Are you talking about the girl with the almost completely blue hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the best one off. In my opinion, she's the best tattoo artist this season I've seen so far. She's gonna make it far. The other two, I think they're pissing off enough of the guys now that where the guys are gonna join up and go after the other two here shortly and try to get them out. And they're not as good as they have their off days. So all it takes is one off day.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
and the thing is, the guys, like I said, the guys don't play the game the same way the girls do. And the girls are like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. And we're gonna, but with the guys, they're not very good at the subtle game. They're not very good at swallowing their pride and hiding their fists. Meanwhile, girls learn that from a very young age.
But they've already seen through the girls' plan now, and now
Not
they're getting
really.
so pissed. Now they're getting so pissed off. I think they go after them the next couple of episodes to try to get rid of at least one of those girls to make them humble.
Thing is, because it's not just like the big things, it's where the girls are really good at making their case to their teams. So they're like, you know what, why don't we do this? And the guys are like, yeah, it's actually a good idea. And then they realize going, oh crap, we just threw a dude under the bus. Because the girls can go, I know what you're good at, I know what you're good at, I know what you're good at, I know what I'm good at.
Without any spoilers, they use that to great effect in the following episode.
Good.
So,
And
yeah, they definitely do that.
but ultimately, with Ink Masters, it's going to come down to you're going to have a guy like Clean Rock 1 every season. No matter what you throw at that guy, he's going to come out on top every time, no matter where they give it to.
Guy or artist?
Artist.
Be
Artist.
careful with your words here, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I already know
I'm
the
going
one
to disagree
artist
with
that
you. I don't think there is a Clean Rock 1 at this point.
I do.
Or
I do. It's the girl, the gray-haired girl.
Really?
Gray-haired
Yeah.
girl Ryan Ashley
I think she's
I
pretty much
mean, Clean
untouchable
Rock
right
won.
now.
did big freaking tattoos fast. That was his
Yes.
thing. Big crazy bug-eyed tattoos fast.
But his artistry was always a little off. Like he was trying to go too far to the left all the time.
But you also have Chris Bliss and guys like that. Who every time they're so good, they're willing to actually put themselves up for elimination just to get rid of that good guy. They don't because they know they're going to beat that guy.
What do y'all think about the additional prize this year?
Oh, I like it. I mean, but I don't know if it really upped the stakes.
Well, it's bragging rights because most of the people who go on to these shows, yeah, the money's good, but it's the stamp. It's just like all the food competition shows and all that. It's not that they won Chopped, it's that they were on Chopped.
That's enough to
No, I'm saying it's
It's
that
money.
this season there's the addition that the winner is going to get to work with their, I guess, team captain and their shop for unspecified.
Do I have to work with my team captain? Because what if I was on Peck's team, but I was really hoping to be with Nunez? Can I work with Nunez?
Sorry,
Maybe.
Peck
That's-
looks so much like Joe.
That's been a
But it's, I think the prize is like a
Not every
day,
season, though.
like a special day
I
they
don't
come
think
in
I
and
do
do
that.
that.
I think it's for
Set up
I think
shop.
it's for about a month.
It's been a prize for a lot of the seasons where you can set up shop. It's like Beck's or Nunez's. You get a guest spot in their shop.
Yeah, guest spot in the shop. I thought it was for like a day or two. No.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's been a running prize.
It's been for a while.
No.
It was in the
First season they're doing the guest spots in shops. They haven't done that.
I've never done it
It's a,
that I know of.
it's a new trick.
I've watched all the seasons.
I don't know if it really up the stakes, but it's
Yeah.
new.
Well, it's enough to go, not just the money, because it's yay money. Now it's the status of it.
You notice it. They always seem to have Navarro really only votes when there's a tie. When there's a tie, like I vote this, I vote that. Well, I've got to vote this or that. Which one do I like more?
Yeah, but
He's a tiebreaker.
He's the tiebreaker. That's his job. In
Well,
this one, it becomes even more apparent that he has to be a tiebreaker because I'm going to vote for my guy. I'm going to vote for my guy.
Well, good thing about Navarro being the tiebreaker is he's always, and I think to good effect, he's a stickler for the rules.
Yes.
He made the rule. We told him to do this. They didn't do that. He wins. And that's not a terrible trait for
It's not a terrible
tiebreaker.
trait.
Oh yeah.
I think the good thing about Navarro is when I go through when I see these competitions, some of the stuff that bothers me about it's not really Nunez, it's Peck. Peck is always Nunez is fair across the board, but if someone turns in a killer, it may not be the best tattoo of the day, but if someone turns in a killer traditional tattoo, Peck doesn't know how to look past that, and he just votes for that tattoo.
Why would he need to look past an awesome tattoo?
It may not be the best tattoo. I think he's in his head with traditional tattoos.
A lot of people are like that with their favorite mediums,
Yeah.
though. Honestly,
But I don't see that with Nunez as much, so that's why you need Navarro there to kind of be that tiebreaker guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
what do y'all think about the jury of peers?
Oh, my brother-in-law also wants to talk about the new Road One trailer. If anybody's seen it.
We haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
or I haven't seen it yet. Good thing to bring up, though.
Good thing to bring up. I just haven't seen it.
It's Sean, right?
Yeah,
Good
Sean.
thing to bring up, Sean.
Woo!
Yeah. I like the jury of your peers because it adds another level to the competition. It's at that moment that you really do see like Ryan's slickness.
Yes.
where she's analyzing, going, if I'm going to shoot at this guy, this is what I'm aiming at. I'm going to give him realistic. I'm going to give him non-color realistic because that is really going to fuck him over.
Yeah.
What I like about the jury of the peers this time is versus the
Human
jury,
canvas.
the human canvas jury. The jury of the peers takes into effect the entire. They're taking into effect the entire competition so far. So they're able to look at this. It may not be the worst tattoo. The person that may produce the worst tattoo of the day may not actually go down there. They may send to somebody else because he just can't get. They don't want that guy on their team because that guy cannot get it right
There have
week after
been
week.
a handful of times that Human Canvas Jury has sent down the best tattoo of the day. And the best tattooer's like,
Or at least one of them.
Or one of them.
Yeah.
And then Chris or Oliver will be like, slow your roll, dude. We don't agree.
We don't agree. Don't worry about it. All right,
Yeah.
good.
And usually the human canvas is like, yeah, I didn't agree with the rest of them. I think my tattoo is badass.
That's often.
That's often.
That was more often than probably they were
Okay.
comfortable with, to be honest.
Well, and they're not going to admit, oh my god, this thing is on my body for the rest of my life and it sucks.
There's been a couple of times where like, oh my god, you gave me a crappy ass tattoo.
Pig nose is the worst.
Pig nose.
There was a time where they actually did a pin-up, and the nose of the pin-up looked like a pig.
Yeah.
I sort of remember that.
It was terrible.
Okay. Well, and there's
It was a
lot.
Hawaiian girl, too,
Yeah, it was a
so
couple
it
years
made
ago,
it
yeah.
worse, to be honest.
Can we move on from Meat Masters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're dwelling too much. Sean asked us if we've seen Rogue One trailer. I haven't.
I have not yet, but I need to.
I try to not watch things like Star Wars trailers because I don't want to be spoiled in the movie.
I haven't seen the new one. I've seen the first big one that they did.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, this Star Wars film looks like it may be the best Star Wars film of all time.
Really? That's a big statement right
That's
there.
a big
That's
statement.
bold.
That's ballsy because that has to be the best Star Wars of all time, the 1978 Star Wars Christmas special. Which, by the way, if you look on our channel, we did a review of that a couple of years last year Christmas.
We'll put a link to that in our description.
Yeah.
Oh, Whipster.
Whipster.
Just to show you I have a fourth arm.
Like, what the hell are you doing?
Something tells me I'm glad I've never seen that special.
It is awesome.
It's awesomely awful.
It is awesome to a level of
You gotta see it.
you gotta see it just to say you've seen it.
They're going to kidnap me one of these days and make me watch it.
Okay, so what are we talking about next?
So, heading into one of the greatest seasons, Halloween season.
Halloween season 2.
We've got Halloween. We have
Breast Cancer Month.
next week is the Fan
Fan
Fest.
Fan Fest.
Then the next week after that is Halloween.
The next week
It's
after my
Costume Week with
birthday.
Costume Week with Costume Week. Woo!
Costume week, birthday.
I brought my costume to school in the podcast.
Go.
Listen, I took you to Journey for your birthday.
You cannot have a birthday because that means you're getting older.
I am having another celebration of a 29th.
Okay.
Don't stop believing.
That's where I got him
Hold
Journey
on to
tickets
that
for his birthday
feeling.
this year. It was awesome. It was glorious.
It
Yeah.
was glorious.
Who was the backup band?
The
Doobie
other
Brothers.
band was the Doobie Brothers
And Dave Mason.
Yeah, whoever Dave Mason was.
Anyway, haunted.
3.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you ever
So what
talked
haunted
about
houses are we thinking of going this year? Or at least, what are our options?
Well, I will be staying at home like this.
Lay it on the video games.
Looking at them, there's so many that pop up because there are a lot of places that do smaller charity ones. There's neighborhood ones out. The big ones in Phoenix that you hear the most of, you've got
Fear Farm.
Huh?
Fear Farm is
Yeah.
one. That's one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, Fear Farm, the 13th floor.
Mhm.
There's
Fear Con?
The only haunted house I've ever enjoyed was the one that we worked in when
Oh, in Backyard?
Tom
Yeah.
and
Tom and Dawn Bricky?
Dawn, yeah.
What was it they called it?
Now
Grandma.
they're in an apartment. It's hard
They
for them
can't
to
do
do
it
it.
anymore,
Yeah.
really. Not where they are
yeah,
now. But when they had the haunted house in their backyard, that was awesome.
It was fun.
Yes.
It was fun to
But
work.
that was more awesome because we were the actors and I wasn't having to go through it.
Yeah.
I have so much anxiety that even as heavily medicated as I can be, I do not need to be in a haunted house unless I'm an actor. And I'm a sucky actor, so I do not need to be in a haunted house.
Yeah, that was excuse me. That is the night that I went completely hoarse and could barely talk the next day from screaming.
Wasn't it worth it?
And yes, it was worth it. And that was the first, when she brought me back there, because I was a last minute, hey, can you help out? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I want you to jump out of this doorway that looks like an old hick house.
Oh, that was
And
funny.
this guy's at the next station.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I want you to jump out. Well, it was on a pallet, so it's in the darkness and about this far off the ground. I gotta jump out, catch my toe on that pallet, go pitching head first off of the fake porch in front of this 8-year-old kid, and I'm laying on the ground, and this kid goes, "You might want to try it differently next time."
I was in the paint. It was in a paint and barrel room with Technicolor paint, man. All Dream Dayglow, and it was
They did a
had
good job there.
black lights in there. It was awesome.
I helped set up a whole 3-dimensional jump scare out
And it
there
didn't work.
that barely worked. Worked a little bit. Let's give it a little
Was
credit.
that the chicken that was on the track?
You spent
Yeah.
3 days working on that, and it worked like twice. And gave up.
It worked well when I was back there.
And then, Sean says that he loves the corn maze at the Fair Farm.
Okay.
And we spent like
We
at
got
least
lost.
an hour at the corn maze last year, if I remember
We
right.
got lost.
What haunted house are y'all going to this year? Have you
So
made
which
up
one are
your
we going to go to this year?
Oh, also there's Aliens 2. There's the Alien puppet show that's happening this weekend. And
Yes,
next
the
weekend.
Alien. Wait, like the movie Alien. You but
The
The
movie
first
Alien.
or the second Alien?
I have no idea. It just says Aliens.
Is there, if it's aliens, then it's the second one.
Is
If
it the
it's
first
Alien,
one?
it's the first one. Because there's a difference between the stories.
That's
They are
good.
vastly different in style.
One's a
and temper.
horror and one's a sci-fi.
Or is it Spaceballs?
I know, right?
So
Um,
No, this
when is
the
that?
all puppet players are actually really awesome.
Yes,
They did.
Amazing.
The first thing we saw them in, they did a reproduction of episode 4 in
Episode
puppet form.
4.
They had Luke as
Star
a dog,
That
Leia
was
as a cat.
so awesome.
They had
That was
they had a
totally
full-grown person dressed as Darth Vader, if I remember right.
Their
And
laser
full-grown
effects were
C-3PO.
awesome.
I don't remember their laser effects.
Do you remember they had the little pom pom going around the
Oh,
door?
pom pom.
They had really low tech and very cheap, very budget-made props, but it was really amazing.
You should totally come. Dude.
The one
You should
that-
totally come.
The one that I saw that
I'll have to go with you guys because to me it reminds me of this artwork sword that I walk around with.
The art sword.
That when I email these charities, they go, okay, we don't really know what you're talking about, but you say it brings in this money, we'll let you go for it. Then you email them the pictures
But it's-
back, and they see it, they go, whoa. It's kind of like I can't really picture it without actually seeing it. To go, whoa.
It's hard to describe their style. It's comedy, and very adult comedy
You-
to comedy.
You saw
And
Santa Claus
here's
versus
the thing
Martian.
Yes.
is that
Santa Claus versus the Martian.
that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Uh,
So
there's a story we can tell about Santa Claus versus the Martians. If you remember, we have a story
So
when they decided to go rogue and.
Oh, and they almost killed one of the members of the audience.
I had forgotten. It was like
Oh.
people right in
I was
front of
thinking
you.
of that in the shower
But
just yesterday.
to quickly describe what they do,
Sure.
it's what's called black costume puppetry.
okay.
Okay, so they wear all black to hide themselves.
Against the
All
I've
black.
seen Avenue Q.
I've seen the silhouettes.
That.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
So they can walk around the stage and do it at low budget, but it's the key that's making it work, that makes people want to go back, is the guy who owns the place.
He's good.
He is a expert person who can just say stuff off the fly and run with the audience better than anybody I've seen in a long time.
If somebody in the audience coughs, he'll make joke of it.
Yeah.
And when we were talking about somebody almost dying in the audience, at one point they had this huge podium with like some sort of electronic box that's supposed to be part of this spaceship, and it falls over and the top part goes flying off the stage, and hits this old man that's sitting in the front row, and he's like, "Oh God, don't sue us!"
Now the front two rows were blocked off from vet techs, so these were all veterans.
You're missing the one key part though. One of the key parts of why this happened is because they had an ironing board on the other side of the stage.
Yes.
And it fell.
Yes.
And obviously it wasn't part of the script. So one of the other characters was like, I know!
Something over 2!
Push it over 2! Because it's funny. And it flew off the stage and everybody was like, whoa! Don't do that!
And then they
Never
bought
push stuff
him
toward
like
the
4
audience.
beers or something.
Yeah.
A bottle of wine.
That was it. They bought him a full bottle of wine.
He's like, what?
No, but they made it funny because it was the actor with the puppet
So one is
doing a whole comedy bit trying to get him not to sue them. It was funny.
And the actor with the puppet went out, bought the bottle of wine, and came back with the puppet delivering the wine. It was hilarious.
2 little plastic cups.
But this ties in with because they're doing Aliens, and Alien was concepted as a haunted house in space.
Yes.
Tie in.
Haunted house. Very cool.
Well, that's why I want to mention it too, because this is a great tie into what we're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a huge list. AZ Field of Screams, which is 75th,
I've been
which
there.
is the Tolmachok Farms.
Is there any?
It's a corn maze, but you go through the corn maze. It's like it's not like you get lost in corn maze. You just kind of follow a corn maze.
So it's a labyrinth.
It's a labyrinth, but every probably I want to say 50 feet is another part of the haunted house.
Okay.
So it's all hidden within the corn maze, and you just walk through it.
So, Captain Blackheart, question for you. Is there any haunted house inside this city that you get some kind of prize if you can make it all the way through it without screaming and asking to be taken out?
No.
Because there's some places where
I know there are
up in Seattle.
Seattle? I know there's one in Texas.
There's one in Texas, yeah.
Back home in Maine, for several years, Stephen King would
State hero.
yes, he is the state bird.
A loon.
A cracked loon, actually.
It is a Stephen King cliche that everything be in Maine.
Yeah.
All the stories are in Maine.
Not all of them, just a good chunk.
They still happen.
Well, anyway, so Stephen King.
So, for a while, he was opening his house and having the Castle Rock production company, which is his production company, go in and turn his house into this haunted house, and you had to sign a waiver going in, and you had to go, if I get hurt, I will not sue the company.
Hollywood special effects.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, not just that, but they would use like
Real stuff.
real stuff, real saw blades, there was actual danger of getting hurt.
That sounds
Did you ever go through it, Melly?
No, this is back before I really had anybody that would go with me, because all of my friends from college were pussies. Pussies.
Are you looking at Dream when you say that?
Kind of.
Bree says she wants to join you Sunday when everybody else is
They
doing
better
it.
watch out for Trump.
That's perfectly fine.
But
I'm not even going there.
No.
No, I'm staying there.
But yeah, I mean, there's this huge list. The escape room thing is really hit it hard in Phoenix.
know it has.
They're getting into it.
We gotta do one as a group.
Yeah, we totally got to do one as a group.
An escape room I might
think
do.
they
A
do
haunted
groups of
house I
6.
can't do.
Yeah.
I think they do groups of 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
I mean, there's a huge list, and this is just in the Phoenix metro area. Phantom Manor Charity Haunt, Silent Valley Mental Asylum, Phoenix Escape the Room.
Okay, I'm missing some of these because I don't know some of these.
Ooh, I don't either. I'm like, ooh.
Is there a
these are
website
new or
Struck the beer,
something.
struck the beer.
Right now, some of the people.
If you want to look at it, it is www.azhauntedhouses.com.
Okay. We might have to take a look at some of these. And
I'm
try some-
typing that in.
Yeah.
azhauntedhouses.com.
Yep.
That's awesome. I did not know that there was such a website. Why didn't we make up that kind of idea when we were building websites.
Because we don't know enough people with haunted houses.
True story.
Haunted Hotel Ball over in Scottsdale.
Scottsdale.
Mentioned Field of Screams. The
Mhm.
Crypt Haunted Attractions.
We're gonna have to do some
Sanctum
haunted
of
houses this year,
Horror.
man. Get out and try it.
Still chewing on that thing.
He's chewing on a piece in his mouth.
That might be what we do for the next couple of weekends is try out some haunted houses. That we had
So, when's the alien thing?
Alien is tomorrow night.
Yeah, but what I was going to suggest actually is next weekend. Because 2 reasons. 1, this weekend is completely booked for me, so I can't go. And 2, if we wait till next weekend, I can get free vet kits for us.
Okay. So 1, 2.
So it
Will
would be
it-
either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, not a Sunday.
Okay.
And I
Will
can get 4
it go against FanFest?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it won't. I'm sorry. It's 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Okay. 2 weeks from now is Halloween.
Would be a great time to go.
Yeah, Halloween
Like
weekend.
a
It's not like
Thursday,
we're
yeah.
trick or treating or anything.
That'd be fun.
I could trick or treat.
He has kids.
He's got
I just got to make sure that it's not on my anniversary day. It's
Yeah, because you got married day before Halloween, right?
30th.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do the 28th to 29th, Thursday, Friday.
It's 11 this year, right? 11 years or 12? I don't know.
11.
Yeah.
He got married like the year after us. That's why I
Okay.
remember that number.
Okay.
Crazy head for numbers.
I'm
So,
glad you remember.
if you're looking for something fun to do in Phoenix, you can look up Aliens at the
All puppet
puppet
players.
players.
All Puppet Players.
Any show the all puppet players do is awesome.
Yes.
I am still undecided as to whether or not I want to go see Alien, the play, because I didn't really like Alien, the movie.
I really wanted to see when they did Jurassic Puppets.
We
Yes.
weren't able to get out. We were
Couldn't get that.
we were kind of low on funds at that point, having car issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will do other things. Like I think they did a
The Exorcist has no legs.
yeah,
Y'all
they-
saw that last year, didn't you?
and they did Nicholas Sparks novel.
Oh, they did The Notebook.
Yes.
The Notebook has no legs.
The Notebook has no legs.
So yeah, it's with the haunted houses and stuff like that. I know a couple years back I went with a bunch of coworkers to the 13th floor, and at one point I definitely kind of perturbed one of the characters, because at one point you approach a door and the door opens and steam rolls out and this person jumps out in front of you, and the door opens and I take a big whiff of that steam and go, "Oh, sage!"
Wow.
And the character just went,
The chick probably didn't have any idea what was causing the smoke.
Oh, say!
That's your friends, dear. No, Dree's friend.
That's Tree's friend.
I remember at one of my coworkers did not do haunting very well, and a bust comes to life and starts talking it like right as you enter, and she shrieked, and she had this arm jumped behind me to the other side, still holding my arm, and I'm like, "Don't wanna die."
Which school? This was Durango?
Yes, Miss Wilma.
This is just the teachers?
Yep. There was the teachers, and then one of the teachers brought her daughter-in-law. And I was the tail end. And then
Oh no.
we also, at one point, we were crawling through an area, and this guy in front of us was really nice, and he kind of turned around to help her up. And my coworker's like, "No! Zombie! Zombie! Zombie, go eat me!"
Yeah. I can't do haunted houses.
I can't do haunted houses. Is it just natural, like basic terror, or is it?
Terror.
Okay.
I get night terrors. I did really bad when I was a child. I don't really like talking about that bit, but I have high anxiety. So much so that stuff stays with me for a while.
Okay, well, would we like to talk about a different topic?
Let's go into something fun.
Autism.
Autism can be fun.
Not that autism
Not
necessarily is
autism
bad.
itself, but we recently had the Superhero Speak Autism Zoo Walk, and I know that you guys are all excited about it. So
It is not Superheroes Speak Autism. It is the Phoenix Zoo Walk for Autism,
Correct.
where our group, some of our group, were part of a team for I Speak Autism.
I Speak Autism. And we had an amazing shirt. Let's see if we can get it zoomed in here on the
Is that
camera.
one of Morgan's or my shirts?
This is a medium.
A medium? We were supposed to have shirts too, I think. Even though we
Yeah,
didn't show
no,
up.
I have a medium and a large. So
Our-
we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
These are awesome shirts. These, instead of saying superhero speak autism, they say unicorn speak autism because that's what Deadpool would say.
who
Yes.
sponsored us?
Right now, our sponsors for this year was Advanced Independence.
Okay.
They're the people who do the respite and meditation for Joshua.
Oh, good.
And J&R Graphics and Printing, one of my employers.
Oh, okay. I
They're
just
the
didn't
ones
know
who actually
just
help
didn't know
get
who
the shirt printed.
I just didn't know who funded us.
Yeah, so they didn't necessarily give us money. They just made sure the t-shirts were printed
That's good.
and give us the giant discount. So
Well,
I
that's-
Hey, that is
Are
just
those the only
like
ones you got left,
Oh,
Lyle, or
yeah,
just what
it's
you
awesome.
brought?
Huh?
Were those the only ones you had left, or just what you brought?
No, I brought a medium. I
Mimi,
cannot find
do you
the large.
have more at home, Lyle?
No, I do have 2 more at home.
Yeah.
I brought a large here.
I love that the O in unicorns is a bullseye.
No, it works out so good. And I have a 3X, which you're supposed to go to somebody who didn't sign up.
I'm sorry. I will still give you money. I just need to get money. Because every time I see you, I go, crap, I forgot cash.
We'll
Every
make sure.
time.
We'll make sure she gets her shirt.
Yeah.
I will wear mine to work tomorrow until I have to take it off and put on my ADOT shirt.
Awesome.
And I'll be like, unicorn, sir!
So I'm hoping that on ispeakautism.com that we'll have these shirts available for other people to buy to
Okay.
donate toward the I
Next
Speak
year.
Autism team and the next team so we could actually have some money for
Any-
promotions and stuff like that.
Any idea what Josh wants to be his superhero next year?
We've talked about a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
We may kind of go toward what it's supposed to be this year and do
Flash.
it next year. Either Flash or Green Lantern.
Ooh, Green
Ooh,
Lantern.
green.
I'd say we can get behind some Green Lantern.
Green Lantern would be a lot of fun.
Because we go from Batman, Superman, Batman, Deadpool.
Brightest day and darkest nights.
I think the Flash movie's out next year.
Well, that would really work out well for promo time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like his
Uh-oh.
uniforms.
My cousin Brendan is saying he's wearing the shirt right now.
Yeah! It looks awesome. I mean, Deadpool is not a superhero. He's very adamant about that. I am not a superhero. But unicorns, that's a whole different story.
That's a whole different story.
Which is awesome.
All right, you want to talk about the Japanese Godzilla?
Oh
Yeah, the guy with dog. Tell us about
Guy with
Japanese
dog, tell
Godzilla.
Well, we got the new Japanese Godzilla film that just came out earlier this year is actually going to be having a 1-week run at the Phoenix Film Bar.
Woo.
And it's going to have limited showings. I'd say about half the showings right now are sold out. I'm going to be going to the Friday show myself. I do have an extra ticket for anybody that wants an extra ticket for the Saturday show at 4:30. All you have to do is
Contact us somehow.
So how does one get a ticket?
You'd have to go on to the filmbarphoenix.com.
Okay.
And you can buy a ticket in advance if you want to. I would suggest buying a ticket in advance for Godzilla in this case because they're limited to 80 seats per
Per run?
per
Okay.
per run in there, or per each showing.
Per showing.
And
Sorry.
the first showings all sold out. They weren't expecting them to do
Right.
so well. So and now these second showings
That's
are starting to sell out. So it's always good. Godzilla's always good.
Yeah, everybody loves good ticket.
And this one's
It's
Well-
the filmbarphoenix.com.
Okay.
And Phoenix is PHX.
And just one last, just
That guy with the dog has an extra ticket for Saturday, 4:30,
yes.
Film Bar.
All you gotta do is send if you want it, send us your email right here. First one to get it in.
Send it to info@landofnerds.com.
Info@landofnerds.com.
And
Okay.
this one's going to be a direct sequel to the 1954 original Godzilla. So it's starting back from. They always so this is a new era. So every time they start a new era, they start back from being a direct sequel to that first one.
Okay. All right.
I like the concept of a Godzilla. I just don't like Godzilla, if that makes any sense.
Oh, you're not going
Blasphemy.
Hey, what can I say?
I like the WWE wrestling techniques of Godzilla. That's what I love about Godzilla.
Speaking of WWE, if I'm correct, aren't a whole bunch of wrestlers going to be at this year?
Oh my God, the list is actually pretty big.
And
More than normal.
For a 2-day convention, they have a metric butt ton.
Of wrestlers that are going to
Yeah.
be there. I was like surprised to see the list.
I've got Jake the Snake's going to be there. That's what excites me.
And
John
looking at
Cena's
the
going to be
programming.
there.
His wife is going to be there.
His wife's going to be there.
The Bella twins.
The Bella twins are going to be there.
Gonna be
So
there.
basically, the entourage.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, because the twins. I don't know if you know this, but the twins, the Bella twins, who are from Phoenix.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Very cool.
They're born and raised in Scottsdale. Okay. Their significant other are John Cena and Daniel Bryan,
Okay.
which are two of the biggest names in wrestling right now.
Very cool.
So they're kind of the entourage. I guess they all just shown up.
Just for a heads up, most of the autographs there for the wrestlers are between $20 to $40.
It's not bad.
If you're wanting to get John Cena's, his autograph price is $100. So you do need.
Ooh.
So you do need to become prepared for that amount. So I just want to
Wow.
give people that fair
Yes,
warning.
that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting at least a signature for my brother.
I want
my
Jake
brother,
the Snake if I can afford it.
My
This is
brother
I
loves WWE. My brother loves wrestling.
Taking an early Christmas present
Early Christmas.
Well-
or something for Christmas.
Yeah, getting it for Christmas.
Okay.
Just figuring out which wrestler to get, right?
Honky Tonk's going to be there again.
Honky
He's
tonk.
I already
always,
had his autograph.
he's already always at FanFest, and when he's the only wrestler there, he just looks so pitiful.
It's sad.
Okay.
And sad, a sad little lonely wrestler man.
Pass that one down.
Which one is
Keep
this?
that one. Hold on. We're still passing down.
We're not-
Uh-oh.
We're
Is this a drink break?
Surprise drink.
Surprise
What
drink
am I doing
break.
with this one?
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
Handing that one to
Is
Lyle.
this all same drink?
Oh.
this
All
is the same
same drink.
What am I drinking?
Hold on. We're going
Wait.
to drink it all at the same time.
I'm
Just
going to take a moment and show it to the
Woo.
camera.
We're going to show it to the camera.
Woo! Alright, so it's cream soda. What kind of cream soda?
Hold on. Just enjoy it. It's cream soda.
Just take a drink.
Ready? 1,
It's
2,
strong.
3.
Butterscotch cream soda?
Oh no, that is exactly what they claim it is.
Bacon?
Bacon.
Bacon cream soda?
Bacon cream soda.
Bacon cream soda.
Ugh.
Candied bacon cream soda.
Folks, everything is not better with
I can taste the bacon
Why am I thinking butterscotch then?
because you're picking up the cream. You're picking up the cream all the
Okay.
time.
I'm tasting. It's kind of like a bacon with a caramel flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on it.
yeah, I'll give you that.
I don't really like cream soda, and in this case, I think it's the cream soda that ruins the bacon flavor.
Okay.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Okay, are we ready for the second beverage?
Yes.
Okay. Are we using the same cup?
Yes.
Oh God.
And then what?
Ugh. Ugh.
You want to get a paper towel just so we can wipe our cups out?
Ugh. Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, the Mountain Dew is going to come as like the third and fourth round.
Mountain Dew is
While she's setting this up, let's go on to the next topic
I'm
on the
getting a
list.
paper towel.
Power Rangers, which both Lyle and that man with the dog wanted to talk about.
Go go Power Rangers! Alright, I'm gonna go on my rant. Because we were talking about this on Facebook the other day. We should go take our Facebook, that whole thing you said about Power Rangers.
Excuse me.
With your permission, I want to copy and paste that and put it on landonnurse.com. It's really interesting what you had to say about it, okay?
Yep. No problem.
All right.
My permission right here.
Oh, yay! Okay. So, long story short, we had some interesting opinions about the new Power Rangers because they're taking a different direction than they wanted to do in the past. Okay, what they're doing is it looks like a more adult version of Power Rangers.
What do you mean by adult?
Okay,
Sorry, because
that means
adult
they're
sounds
taking
kind
it
of
more seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adult sounds kind of adult.
The angst a little bit in there. Let's just say
it's being released by Lionsgate, and Lionsgate makes. Usually, they specialize in a lot of their films are for.
They make decent films.
They make 20 to 32-year-old market.
Now, you had some really good things that you had to say about the Power Rangers, about how they're really going to more adult ways, that they're really taking it a little bit more seriously, and it was more exciting. I watched the trailer going to myself, and I was just thinking to myself, there's an hour and a half of exposition before you even get to the Power Rangers. It's another origin story. And I don't want an origin story for Power Rangers anymore. I know what Power Rangers are. I get it. I don't need another origin story.
So that follows under audience evaluation. We know who the fudge the Power Rangers are. Thank you very much.
I get the whole let's reinvent them a little bit. Totally on down for it. But if you watch the trailer, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but if you watch the trailer, the only thing I can think of is it'll take an hour and a half for them to tell that story.
Where's mine?
Before they even get to Power Rangers.
And that would make perfect sense because I've got the entire
this one's more
collection at home of the original series, and it takes
So that would be Lyle's.
it takes three to
That would
4
be mine?
episodes before you actually see if I remember right, to see
Yeah.
the Zords in there. But from what I saw of the Power Rangers preview, I'm actually quite a bit optimistic about it. I do like the way they're going with it. These kids are troubled, bad. These kids that they're getting to be the power are troubled, bad kids that just need to have something happen to them to turn their life around. That's what it looks
So
like.
it's okay in a group, I think, when you got one person who's the troubled loner who needs to turn their life around. The whole damn group.
Well,
Well, and it might not just
you could be
be
a part. You could be a part of the Breakfast Club one day. There's nothing wrong with being.
Are we going to cover Bulk and Skull though?
Yes, they're in.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Are they in the new Power Rangers movie?
I think so.
Because I have high fives Bulk and Skull.
All I know is
They thought our
But
big
you gotta understand, if they do Bulk and Skull, it's going to be new characters. They've recast the
new
entire
actors,
thing.
yeah.
well, I
So,
just
Josh,
know,
what did you think of the second one?
Good.
so I just know with the power, they had me from the start. Well, as soon as they were playing, I walked the line from Halsey
There you
in
go.
the trailer for the music.
This is
I
the
love
new one,
Halsey.
right? Okay.
Mixed in with
I
What does it smell like, guys?
I saw I can't think of her the villain's name in there. Rita Repulsa in there looks great inside this film.
Yeah.
The one thing I was kind of hoping that they would go with, because they kind of let out a line in there that says, well, I've killed Power Rangers before. So I was kind of hoping this is, instead of a group together, these are lone Power Rangers possibly trying to find each other to survive.
All right.
You ready?
Let's try the new one.
Flavor
It
number
smells
2.
weird.
Flavor number 2.
Oh, I hate this. I hate it. It tastes like it tastes like medicine. It tastes like medicine.
So I take it that at least 2 of our group don't like it. Joshua,
He gave it a thumbs up.
he gave it a thumbs up. What did the second drink taste like?
Chocolate.
It's chocolate
cream
medicine.
soda.
It's chocolate cream soda. And in my opinion, it tastes kind of like liquefied
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls.
Okay, I see that. But you know what it tastes like? Chocolate. You ever had Pepto-Bismol chocolate flavored?
No.
They made it.
That's what this tastes like to me. That's why it got the medicine taste. It tastes like Pepto-Bismol, but it's chocolate flavored.
It felt like a Pepto-Bismol consistency. I do not. I am a
If you want
guy.
to dump yours out in the sink before the next drink,
I'm a guy who
Okay.
just
Drink number 3.
does not like.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who very picky about his textures and stuff like that. I'm the pickiest eater you'll ever see.
well, the next two are Mountain Dew branded flavors.
Yeah,
There's
Code
no
Red.
Okay, is this
Huh?
yours or his?
No, they're not
That's
Code
His?
Red.
Okay.
They're
I'm trying
one
to put them back so everybody gets the
is-
same cup.
They're the Game Fuel brand.
All right.
Oh, this is new.
And this one I'm just gonna pass off.
so we can fill our own little cups.
Yes.
In this case, it's yours.
I see you pawing my Mountain Dew cup.
Game Fuel.
Now I'm only going to take a little bit because I do have to go to bed early tonight, and this is Mountain Dew.
What flavor is this again?
This one is called
Here comes
citrus
Joshua.
cherry flavor.
We've got Tiny Tim over here who would just like some more.
Can I have some more?
I think you're mixing up your Victorian
Well, excuse me.
I know.
Stories.
I know.
bad English teacher.
Whatever.
Bad.
I'm not gonna have my kids read
It's-
those.
Oliver, would you like some more?
Yes.
Okay, this smells like cherry cough syrup.
It does.
Are we ready? 3,
Anything's better than the last
2, 1.
Meh.
It's cherry Mountain Dew.
And it's cherry Mountain Dew. Yeah.
It's fruit punch.
Yes, cherry
Mountain
Mountain
Nothing. It's kind of tastes a little watered down, to be honest.
Dew. Fruit punch Mountain Dew.
After that chocolate cream
It tastes
soda.
like fruit punch Joshua has called it Fruit Punch Mountain Dew.
Okay.
cough syrup Mountain Dew. It tastes like cough syrup to me.
Does it taste like cough syrup?
No.
Oh, okay.
And
Not that
this
that's
one,
bad.
I am unsure because I don't know if it's going to be a
Spicy flavor.
because it is mango heat. So I don't know whether or not I'm going to be disappointed or happy if it is not spicy.
I will be happy if it is not
Josh,
spicy because I
Move
do
back
not like
a little bit
spice.
so we can see her.
Yeah,
Again, just a tiny bit because I can't.
I don't like the Spice Girls either.
Hey, Mel B is amazing because she loves everything.
oh my god.
Do you know if they were to have a reunion tour right now, they call them Old Spice?
Hey. Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad.
Hold on. Me and Josh are almost
I just
done.
realized
I actually think
have
I
to
can
finish all
smell the
these.
heat.
Really?
I have to finish these, don't I?
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're smelling.
I felt like the heat come through my nose sniffing it.
That's interesting. Never had that happen when I had a
It's-
Mountain Dew in my nose.
It smells like the mango chili candy that I give to my students.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All
I don't
right,
like
3, 2, 1.
I don't like it. That smell hit my nose and no.
These taste watered down. Why are these tasting so watered
I
down?
don't know.
I don't know.
Because they're in the bottle. It's got a,
Yeah, no, it
Disappointed.
shouldn't.
There's like
it's got a little bit of a bite in it.
Yeah, not really. I mean,
maybe I've
maybe I
gotten
just drank too many
It's
Uh,
like a Pop Rocks feel on your tongue.
energy drinks now. So
You drink a lot of energy drinks, though. You do. And so
Hey,
does she.
Yes, Lyle, have you tried the cucumber lime Rockstar?
Like,
I've tried cucumber lime stuff, but not Rockstar. Have you tried the Rockstar that's like fizzy drinks, like strawberry fizzy drink? Rockstar.
that's it for our flavors today.
That's it for our flavors today.
Oh, that's it for our flavor
Oh,
beverages.
sorry.
While we're opening up the chips, there was another thing that you wanted to talk, or we wanted to talk about a little bit. We talked about this in detail when it was in the theater, but now it's on DVD for us to hold and
Woo!
sniff. And if this was mine, I could act like Holtzman and lick my guns here and say, "Ooh, look, I have Ghostbusters." Ghostbusters Extended Edition, Blu-ray, DVD,
4K UHD.
and 4K UHD. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Well, apparently that beautiful
You gonna
dance
open the
scene
bag?
that was in the credits is now in the film.
Really? Have you seen it?
I watched it all
This
the
is
way.
his copy.
No, I understand. Have you watched the dance scene? The
I've
fabled
watched it.
dance scene?
I've watched everything through this all the way through. It adds the extended edition adds about 20 more minutes to it.
20 more minutes. Oh.
They cut out sequences with a boyfriend and now I'm being bad with Nate with the Kristen Wiig's character. They cut out a boyfriend sequence and added maybe about 5 to 6 minutes in there. That's totally unneeded. They cut out, or they added that back into there. They added a dance scene back in there. And most of the scenes they added back in really did not help out the movie at all. The film was to me, the film was pretty much perfect before. And you know, these movies when they add 20 minutes to it, you know, there's a reason for most films they cut out 20 minutes, or when they cut out minutes. There's a reason why, for pacing purposes at the theater, for the average audience to be able to understand it, you know, or some joke didn't go off well. So when they add 20 minutes back into this one, it really didn't help out the film. It actually made the film a good film. A good film.
I think they could have cut out the whole scene with that dean flicking them off and saying, "There's the door, there's the door." It was funny in the theater, but
What I did enjoy about the 4K UHD release in here was I've never seen a Blu-ray or a DVD ever before use the top and the bottom of the. So some of these effects for the 3D are actually going over. They have it going bigger and that. So they did some special things just for this release in there to where, say if the flying ghost, well, it's actually going up to the top of the bar. The black bar is now on top of the screen up there. You'll actually see the phaser. They actually made it go across the widescreen version of the bars on there. Something I've never seen before to kind of have a little
That's
bit more.
kind of cool. I can see that. That's neat. That's a neat idea.
And the good thing is the scenes that were shot directly for IMAX, they'll actually switch to the IMAX ratio in there. So it does switch in there, the ratios every once in a while.
I think we only really had one other topic that we wanted to broach this week. You wanted to talk about Star Trek.
Star Trek. Okay. As we know, that Star Trek is going to be coming out with a new version, which is Star Trek Revelations?
Discovery.
Discovery.
STD.
STD.
We make that joke every
Well,
time.
I noticed about a month ago that there was a whole series of Star Trek I hadn't even seen yet because I was in Iraq at the time, and that was Star Trek Enterprise, the one with Scott Bakula in it. So I went ahead and I started watching all the seasons, and I was getting into it because Star Trek and Star Trek and Star Trek to me, and I love Star Trek. So if anybody's ever watched it, have you guys seen the last season of?
I've seen bits and pieces of the series here and there, not enough.
I saw the whole thing.
All right.
Right, they canceled it early. It was supposed to
I know. It does feel like they canceled it too early, but by the way, the last I'm into the last 5 episodes of it, and it feels like they're trying too hard. They feel like they're trying really too hard to get the audience, and they're just not getting there. So, then I really nerded out when I watched a scene called, I'm trying to remember what the episode was called. But the gist of the episode is the main doctor gets kidnapped by Klingons from Earth, because they went back to Earth, so the main doctor gets kidnapped. Nobody knows where he's going. And you come to find out
to Gallifrey.
that, no, they go to a special, they go to a special planet where where there's a big plague that might come across the whole Klingon Empire. The reason that I nerded out is I realized, oh my God, they're about to give a full-on explanation of why in the original Star Trek episode, the Klingons looked like humans.
Did they?
They really pulled it out and said, here's the exact reason why when Kirk saw Klingons for the first time, they looked like humans. And they gave a plausible, decent explanation.
Okay, I did not see this episode. What was it? What was this explanation?
Okay, so the explanation is you know what augments are? Do we know what augments are?
Augments?
Okay, Khan was an augment.
Mhm.
Somebody who was a human
Genetically.
that was genetically enhanced. Well, the storyline goes that the Klingons got their ass whooped by a few augments in the Enterprise season. They got their asses whooped. Well, the Klingons were having none of it. So they were able to get a hold of the augment DNA. So they decided that they were going to try use the augment stuff and apply it to Klingons. Well, it didn't work. So it turned into a virus, which is turning them into augmented humans, Klingons. Okay? And it was actually killing them. Well, the storyline goes is that the doctor was able to stabilize it. So the people who were affected, not all Klingons were affected, but a good portion, millions of them, it would stop it. So they would stop just about looking human. So that gave plausible explanation of why when Kirk met a Klingon for the first time, they looked like humans. And I was just like, oh, this is actually really cool. I was geeking out.
So they looked human because they were infected with a virus. Did they revert to
But
form?
the virus was based on the human augments and why they were looking human. Because they were playing with human augment DNA.
Yeah, essentially it was overriding.
Yeah. Which I thought was awesome.
The chips that we have been nomming on
Mm-hmm.
actually are better than I thought they would be.
They're good.
These are Moscow Mule chips, which is a
My kettle brand.
yes.
Yeah, Kettle Brand is usually pretty good though. So
It is a alcoholic drink that is made with ginger beer, which is non-alcoholic, fresh lime, and depending on who makes it, either vodka, rum, or gin. And it's normally served in a copper mug.
It's not terrible. I have had worse chips. I've had worse chips on this show.
we've all had worse chips
Huh?
on this show.
What you had that was worse?
Remember when we had
had
the
all the
whole Lay's potato chips and everything
Oh, okay.
tasted like terrible ramen and feet?
Where
Do us a flavor.
the quote of the day was "Help him, Paul."
This tastes like poverty.
It tastes like poverty, yeah.
They were poverty chips. I remember this. They were nasty.
Yeah, it has a little bit of sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste the ginger in it. You can taste the lime.
The lime's too much for me.
Yeah.
In it.
It does not taste alcoholic,
Nope.
which is important because you get the flavor of whatever of
Tastes
the
like,
beverage without.
tastes like a Corona with a lime in it.
I love Corona lime. Too bad I don't drink anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No, not too bad. Very fortunate.
Yes.
Okay, and that does.
You got anything else you wanna
for
talk
our-
about?
Well, keep in mind that me and Jern are in the process of trying to finalize the Rainbow Brights before Phoenix Fan Fest. We're both getting down to the nitty gritty. We've got to finish it. We're all going to be at Fan Fest next weekend. I believe Saturday we're all going to be in our Rainbow Bright costumes, or Sunday. Saturday or Sunday.
Are we
need to try
going
and
both
plan
days?
We have tickets for both days.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were gonna cancel games for next weekend
Yeah.
for Fest.
That we know.
You don't have to go both days.
What do you think? Saturday? All right.
Saturday we could be Rainbow Bright.
We're going to be all Rainbow Bright costumes all the time. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Are you gonna be putting him in his lurky costume?
Oh yeah, he's gonna beg to wear it. Let's just say
He's gonna beg to wear it.
All right, so that's going to be a ton of fun. We should have Rainbow Bright done by then.
Dad,
Yes.
go also stay for next Saturday.
Okay. Let's see what else. Is there anything else? Patreon.
We've got up our special awesome video of our very exclusive 2000 German film, Soft Swords, for our Patreon viewers of $5 and more per month.
It's not as porn-like as it sounds. It's a comedy. I had somebody say that. That sounds little.
It sounds a little corny, but trust us, it's not. It's hilarious.
It's more corny than corny.
You get to see Blackheart, Alexandros, and I a good 17 years in the past when we were young and thin.
Young is the right word. Let's say that.
What were you thin?
With or without nerd beards?
I'm looking to get hit.
This was pre-nerd beards. We were all military.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to
no
have
birds.
Yeah,
No
we weren't
beards.
allowed to have beards.
Nerds with no beards.
Pre-beard.
Also, we're supposed to be putting our Rainbow Bright stills on Patreon. Have we done that yet?
No.
Have we finished our Rainbow Bright stills?
We either finished with half of them. I need help, so I'll just be honest with you. I
would
lots
help,
to do.
but I work a 40-hour week.
I work a 50-hour week, so I
Downtown
understand.
Phoenix.
Mhm.
Can Jack help with those if he was over there or no? No.
Jaren's helping with his half, which is awesome. I just have a lot of photoshopping to do.
These are strangely addicting.
You're falling to the problems of alcohol like chips.
So I plan on doing a little bit more tonight, some more tomorrow night, a lot more on Sunday, and then we'll see where we're at on Sunday. I'm about halfway through with the rough cut.
Okay, so I'm just clearing my schedule so I can make sure or not clearing my schedule. I'm making sure my schedule is correct. We're doing the haunted house this Sunday.
Yes,
What haunted house are we going to do?
we are going to
Discuss
do
it
a
after we
couple
do
of
them.
them.
We're going to do a couple of them.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So this Sunday's also Fan Fest?
So keep an eye.
Next Sunday.
Keep an eye on our Facebook and our Instagram, guys, because we'll be posting which ones we plan on going to. So if you want to
Yeah.
join us, please
I'd
go
love for you
join
to
us.
join us. Come on down. Come on.
We'll be
you can watch me
keep
get
an eye out
scared.
for that.
To be the best contestant on The Price is Right.
All right. So please support us on Patreon. Come on, Sean, go on Patreon. Support us. Let
Are you
us
just saying that
share
'cause it
some
rhymes?
things. Huh?
Are you just saying that because it rhymes? Hey, Sean, go on Patreon.
It rhymes. You have to do it now. All right. So
That's the rule.
that's the rule. All right. So with that, 7:30 next time, we're gonna go into more detail what we're doing on FanFest and talk about whatever else is going on nerdy.
All right.
For Land of the Nerds, from slightly colder than last several weeks, Phoenix, Arizona, Moon Sedai, Alexandros, Elven Wolf, that guy with the dog, and Blackheart. And over there in the living room is Joshua! Signing off.
Awesome. Woo!
Why did you get to say everybody's name? I can't say
Why
my
don't
own
we leave
name.
some of that for them, Gus? Gus.
Because I'm our moderator.
Gus, why don't you leave some of that for them?
You could have said
What
it,
are
I'm
you doing?
sorry.
What?
What's he eating?
Raw